Hey, everybody. Welcome back to A Pisces Point of View with Miss Max and Dual Goddess. How y'all doing this evening? Today we are talking about who's invited to the cookout. And I don't know about y'all, but there are some people, even my own skin folk, that ain't coming over to mine. So let's get on it.
Oh gosh, so who's not comes to the cookout on your end and then I kick into?
So, we've discussed this before for me. I am not a sweet potato pie of any type either. I'm not a sweet potato eater whatsoever, period. Like, don't bring that shit over to me. I don't want no parts of it. It's just ill, gross. Why? It just feels wrong for my soul. So I can't deal with you folks talk about ain't no sweet potato. No, not here. Don't come over here and talk about no pumpkin pie either. Hell no. No German chocolate. If you put any nuts in my damn red velvet, we gon' box. I'm just saying. And don't talk shit because chitlins is at my cookout. If you don't want no parts of my chitlins, don't bring your ass to my
So
cookout.
is this what's not don't bring to the cookout or who's not invited to the cookout?
No, the folks that eat that shit, I love y'all. I love y'all for y'all cookout. Just don't come to my house because I'm gonna talk shit all day.
Well, I guess I won't be coming to your cookout because I don't want your chitlins. Um and I might not even invite you to mine because if you ask me for something like that, then it's gonna be a problem. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, no. But for me, who's not invited to the cookout? Oh, it's a plethora of people.
Ooh,
It's a plethora of people.
who
Um,
these people, Miss Mac?
I'm gonna start out high. I'm gonna throw it out there, right? Because I had this conversation with can't honestly remember who I had it with. I do recall I was in a car and I was talking to somebody. I know I was on the phone, but it was okay. So my children like palm colored people. They tend to fall in love with palm colored people, and especially my sons, and I'm okay with that to a certain extent. All right, love who you're gonna love. That's always gonna be my thing. But if my children decide to have children with them, I'm going to embrace my grandchildren. I'm going to love my grandchildren regardless. But I will prefer their mothers because I believe that it'll be my sons again that will have these white children. I'm not going to lie. Their mothers cannot ask me for certain things. And that's what I consider inviting to the cookout. Me inviting to the cookout is giving up skin folk information. So
Ooh.
for me, if you have a daughter, I know how to do hair. And I know how to do hair. A lot of people in my family know how to do hair. Um and we will buy the products for your baby's hair. Okay. We will do what we need to do in order to take care of your baby's hair. But don't ask me to teach you a damn thing. Don't do it. Because for me,
She
you
said,
won't
nope, you
nope.
won't get not
You
one
won't get one thing
out of
from me.
me.
Don't ask me what season is going to greens, whatever the fuck you've been putting them in them all these years. Don't ask me shit. Like that's to me, that's not being invited to the barbecue. Being like, and also
Say,
another, yeah, this is like
She said, I
me.
take this to heart. It's personal.
It
No, just
is. It's very personal to me. Like, also to me, being invited to the barbecue means being able to say specific words. or you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No one,
Yes, ma'am.
no one. I can't accept certain words or language from the other side. I don't give a fuck how
Right.
long you've been around me. You
Right.
don't get that pass. You don't get that. And I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know it's a harsh word, but it's how I feel. I hate it when skin folk be like, oh, they ain't nobody. They just like us. Like, no, the fuck they're not.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Very,
No, they're
very
not.
true.
Right.
Very true. Very true.
And I know that's just how I feel about invitations to the bar. Those are my definitions. Invitation to the
All
bar.
right. Now I understand because I got some, like I said, I got some relatives that sorry, you can't come to my cookout. Them lovely fake, them nice nasty folks that like to throw those little compliments so soft. Like if you gonna insult me, just straight up insult me, bitch, straight up bitch. Don't try to hide behind your little cuteness. It ain't I'm not stupid. I can tell when you
I could
being
deal with
genuine.
I could deal with family and they fuck shit. You know what
No,
I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like,
want to do
I can,
this.
because look, I come from a family like, look, everybody's gonna curse everybody out regardless. You understand what I'm saying? In my family, you better have thick skin, and that's real talk, because we gonna say some shit to you that is gonna cut you deep. And then after we say some shit to you, you better hope we actually don't cut you deep. Like, that's just how my family gets down. You understand what I'm saying? So
No, I'm not
for
trying to
me,
be
I'm
no
not
type
even
of energy.
worried about what the fuck somebody got to say in the family. Man, fuck you. I ain't got time for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna make it a thing over the family, because family's family. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got to deal with you for a few hours. All right, whatever. Get fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, nice to see you. I'm gone. It is what it is.
But see, it ain't just family. For me, like especially if you're dating somebody. Not and oh god, for those that are married, for the in-laws that you just ooh, I love my spouse, but ooh, baby, if you don't get your mama. I don't want those type of energies around me. Like those type of nice, nasty folks that make it seem like they are always just trying to be helpful. You just
Again, for
give
me,
their advice.
some people look. Let me tell you something about in-laws and shit like that. Like, when I had me and my significant other, when we had broke up for 2 years, me and his family got into it as well. And like, after being that he had got, after the whole situation with him having the seizure, whatever, recently and stuff,
Hmm.
we're just now starting to actually speak. Like, me and his sister is actually starting to speak. And he has an aunt. Everybody know, don't bring that. Like, we could be around each other, but bitch, don't say nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't like.
Right.
I'm okay with being around someone as long as they don't say shit to me. Because if I don't like you, I'm going to always not like you. And it's always
Right.
going to show that I don't like you. Don't say nothing to me, because then I'm going to say, I don't like you. Why are you speaking to me? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to let it be
Right.
known. But I can still be cordial. I don't give a fuck if you're an in-law, a family member, a friend, or whatever, a foe. I could be in the same room with you. Just don't say shit to me. I'm not gonna let you ruin me like that, like to make you feel like you have that one up on me or whatever, and then be like, oh well, I can't go this place or go that place because of your so and so, and oh, your so and so is too much, and I can't. Fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't say nothing to me, baby, and I won't say nothing to you. Okay, and we could keep it like that, because fucking with me, I'll turn this bitch out. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me.
Right. Understood. 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 I'll be having to, nah, I just don't want to deal with your energy altogether mode because I know me and I can only deal with so much of the fakeness. That is the part that bothers me. Like, I don't understand why you find it necessary to go out your way. You know we not cool. Why you find it necessary to go out your way to be trying to show out in front of people? Hey, honey, how you doing? I missed you. It hasn't been long enough. Don't touch me. Oh, why are you reaching? Oh, I feel threatened. My life,
So
please
you
back
go,
up.
that's because you going too far. You with the drama, you with the bullshit. I ain't even going that far. You see
Like,
what I'm
no,
saying? Like,
yes, no, stop, back up. You're too close.
mm-mm.
What is
No, you too
happening
far.
here?
You too far. You too far. You going too far. You stretching. Because at the end of the day, you obviously you ain't giving off the right pheromones. All
Right.
right, because
Apparently never. Because
or you giving an invitation that's welcoming. Because for me, everyone knows. And before we even get to this event, everyone will know that hey, don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like
right. I don't even
maybe
know
you don't let it be
what
known.
it is.
Hey, we're gonna all be at this
No.
thing. And
Because all of them know that, first of all, I have zero qualms about fighting. That's never been a problem. I don't care who you are, mama, daddy,
yeah, but
auntie,
if you
uncle,
going in
grandfather. I
fight, if you
don't
going
care.
in with the intent to fight, you gonna fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like real
Right. And
talk.
I don't be wanting to go there. I don't go in with that type of energy simply because I don't want to deal with all of that drama.
Okay,
So
but
when I
listen.
do come around, it's always okay. I'm gonna just put on a nice bright smile and
That's where you fuck up at right
deal.
there. You fucking up right there. That's where you fucking up right there. Okay. You come in scowling. Okay. You come in with the fuck face. Don't fuck with me face. That way you don't even get a hello. That way it's peaceful. Okay. I'm serious. Like make sure you give off the don't even I came in here like coming there with the I look crazy fucking eyes. Like when they appear in the room. Like you come in there fucked up. So that they know not to fucking talk to you. Like for real. Like what's you coming in there smiling, bitch? Ain't no smile, no smile. Not around the people that I don't. There's no smile. But this is what I'm saying. Like when you're around them, you don't smile. But then when everybody else that you like, hey, how you doing? That way they know, bitch, I don't fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? That's how you do that there. Okay? That's how you do that.
Okay.
You fucking up, talking about coming in smiling and okay, nah, bitch, nah, don't do that.
Max said, hell nah. Don't be smiling at a motherfucker. You don't like a
Listen,
motherfucker, fuck
and when you get in the room, you stand back and you look at them. Mm-hmm. You look at them.
Not Aunt Mabel. Don't get Aunt Mabel.
I'm dead ass. Like, bitch, I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. Don't you dare come over here in my area.
Okay.
That's how you keep a motherfucker off of you. Okay? That's real talk. Don't laugh.
Oh, look, I have to because I just don't go around. That is usually my solution. How about just, I don't want to be around you lovely, weird, strange individuals because with all the love in my heart and so you people work my nerves.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
there's
not
gonna
in the
be times if
mood.
you're talking about in-laws, there's gonna be times where y'all gonna have to be in the same room, obviously, because there
See,
are children involved. At the end of the day. So
I actually loved my mother-in-law. I really did. She was a very nice woman. Her children, I ain't got nothing to do with. And as far as I know, neither do my ex. So I don't get in the middle of other people's family squabbles. That ain't my business.
girl, let me tell you, let me explain something to you. I done been in a room, I done been invited to a room and to an event when I know it was gonna be some shit. And I went anyway. I ain't start shit. I gave my money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I gave my money and all that, and it was peaceful. But on the back, at the end of that event, you see what I'm saying? It was on the back of whatever, that it was a painting sip. So on the back of that painting that I eventually left there, it was a note on the back of that for that the host, because it was, but I still support it. Still support it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I still support it. I still came through.
See, I'm not trying to be that familiar with my toxic side, because them
That's
folks.
not being toxic. I consider that being a bigger person.
No, not you. I said I'm not trying to be that familiar with my toxic side, because those seem to be the only ones that attend family functions. Why it is beyond me, because I'd be like, can't we just all get along?
Family ain't gonna, all family ain't gonna, girls, you asking, girls, bye. You are asking for way too much of a family member.
Okay, I am. I will continue to
you have
as well.
High hopes for family members.
So many. I have high hopes for the world.
That's your problem. Not to be funny. Like, that's the problem. Like, shit gonna happen. And the fact that you think that shit ain't gonna happen is the fucking problem. Because when shit happens, you like,
it is not that I don't think it won't happen. I just want shit to be better. It's just, I just want
peace. Like shit to be better for my kind.
Exactly. And I want peace for my kind.
Yeah,
why?
But see, your peace, see, we on two different levels of this. Because let me tell you, because peace for my kind means nobody fucking with my peoples. Meaning nobody on the outside is fucking with my peoples. I already know it's gonna be some fuck shit amongst my peoples. You understand what I'm saying? In the midst of my people.
And I'm asking for none of that as well.
You doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Again, you reaching. Because we gonna take, because if nobody knows, me and Through Goddess, we love comparing human nature with animal nature. And I tend to tell her all the time, look, you got look, let's take monkeys, apes. We're gonna take the closest thing that they say is to the human being, right?
Right.
Listen, you have some monkeys that don't only eat fruit and vegetables and plants. And then you have some apes and monkeys that eat flesh. They all are the same, come from the same species, right? But you got some peaceful ones and you got some non-peaceful ones. Same thing. Same thing with the human race. Same thing with the human race. Okay. So at the end of the day, even though they are kind, we're gonna have some man-eating apes, and then we're gonna have some plant-eating apes. It is what the fuck it is.
Maybe I'm too plant.
You're gonna get on me about my analogies at some point, because my analogies are so fucked up.
We've discussed this. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is a Pisces point of view.
I'm just trying to make it make sense to people.
Right. And she making it make sense the best way she know how.
The only way I know how.
Right.
This is just my point of view. We're not coming from no Harvard or Yale. That's not where we come from. We just coming from straight common sense right now. This is my common sense. May not be everybody's common sense, but this is mine. Okay.
One opinion to another opinion.
Yes.
It is what it is. Hey.
Right. So for you to think that it's gonna be peace and harmony against any type of human race, you lied.
Look,
you don't here. Even
I hear you. It's not gonna stop the hopeful from being hopeful. It is what it is.
The circle of life wouldn't be circling if we got it your way. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, because I shit, sometimes a little a little confrontation is well deserved in my book.
But chaos makes my head hurt.
Just because it's confrontation doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be chaos.
Child, I feel like it all becomes chaos in some point in time. I don't like it.
You don't like it.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But if you think about it all the time, it's always going to be chaos.
Ugh, I don't want to think about it. This is why I like my naps.
You can't do that. You can't run away from shit. You can't. You really can't do that. Like what is you trying to do here? Like what are we doing? What are we doing? What is the avoidance?
I want peace. It is. I call it what you want, but I prefer peace
You want
because
okay.
I've dealt
No.
with
You
enough.
sound like my best friend. Hold on. I'm gonna stop you right here. I'm gonna stop you right here. I'm gonna just stop you. Okay. Because at the end of the day, just because you want peace doesn't mean that one piece is always going to be there. You can control, like if you like you say it's being chaotic or whatever, you can control who you may be around at that particular moment or whatever the case may be. But if you always have peace, at what point are you growing? What point are like if it's like how are you able to learn from certain things if it's always calm? Like what are you planting your seed in?
Peace. All seeds of peace plant. That's it.
No,
That is
no,
it.
no,
That is
ma'am,
it.
no, ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
no, ma'am, because
Sometimes
you have to have some kind of resistance.
sometimes I feel like I need to break. And you know why I'm at that point is because it seems like I feel like I'm so immersed in it's not drama, so I'm okay with it. This is peaceful for me. It ain't drama,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not hardship as it was a year ago.
Do
So
you
I'm
feel
okay with this.
question? And then we're gonna go to part two in a few minutes.
Right.
But do you feel that you are not the cause of some of the drama? Do you feel like drama just comes to you, like you don't bring the drama?
No, I know for a fact that I've said it before. I hold on well past my point of letting go and moving on from shit. I want everything to work the way I want it to work, and I feel like if it doesn't, then I failed. And failure just ain't it for me. I do have a control issue. I'm learning to let go of control sometimes, but it is still a very hard
How's that
lesson
working
to
for you
learn.
though? How's that working?
It is very hard.
But if it's not working for you, like I don't think that you trying to control everything is really working for you. You not not
No, that's
saying
what
it
I'm
like
saying.
that.
I'm trying to learn to stop, to let that go,
Mm,
that mentality go, and just let life just happen as it happens. I'm trying not to control every second of every minute of every day.
mm-hmm,
Yes, there are things that I will keep control of, like schedules, doctor's appointments, stuff like that. Those are things that are naturally okay for me to keep in order and control of. But
mm-hmm,
I like control of every little moment because it's not it's not the fear of failure, it's the fear of the unknown.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what's gonna coming around that corner and I don't wanna not know shit. I kind of always feel like I want to be in the know.
I don't I don't be wanting to know. Like I'm being so honest with you. Like I don't want to know. What I would like to know is there's only one thing I would like to know. Before I die, will I die with money? That's it. That's all I want. like that's it. Like I'm just being honest with you. Like all that other shit and like honestly, let that like I can't control it. And me knowing everything else is like now I'm on edge because I know that something is coming and what if it's something bad? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, I still can't control it. So I'm controlling the unknown. And then even if I know it, I still can't control it. Like that's more, nah, I'm good.
Because for me, it's will I die? Will I leave behind a legacy? And that's more than just money.
Right.
So I want to know every little aspect so I can make my moves accordingly.
Right.
And
But
that's
my
what I'm
legacy,
learning
right. My
that,
legacy is this
right.
though. My legacy is I wanna die with the legacy, but I want to make sure that the legacy also has money behind it. Like I don't want to go out. Like I don't
Right.
want my
No,
legacy to be
for
crazy.
me that legacy entails having generational wealth, not just for myself, but for my children to know what it means to generate their wealth, for them
Mm-hmm.
to teach that to their children, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
That's the legacy that I'm leaving behind. Strong, black, capable men and women who have their own, who capable of building and creating their own, whether it's family given or created on with their own two hands, whatever the situation is. I want that legacy
Mm-hmm.
to be left behind. And for me, it's learning that only way to control the legacy is to let it control itself.
Mm,
Some things I have control over, other things, what I can control, I can control. What
I
I
once
can't, I've learned to let it happen.
yeah, let it. I don't know because I'm trying to. For me, I'm like the way I see it is like a car, right? Here I go again. It's like a car. Okay. It's like a car, right? And even though you have control of that car at any given moment, you never know when you may not have control of that car. The
Right.
only thing that you can do is just try to keep that car in the road and pray that you don't either someone don't hit you on the way or you don't skid off the road because of something maybe slippery or whatever. Or you understand what I'm saying? Like you can steer the car in the right direction, but you still don't know if this car something is going to happen. Because even if
Right.
you able to steer that car in the road or whatever, you don't know what's going on in the engine under the hood. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, anything can still go wrong. Just steer it as much as you can, and then if something, then you deal with whatever the fuck you got to deal with if something comes along on the road.
Right. Which is, like I said, like I can control what I can control. What is within my control, I can handle. I'll control.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not within my control, I'm not about to try to force my will upon everything. And I'm learning that surprisingly, not with my children, because thank God I don't care to control them. And I
Mm-hmm.
like that they have free freedom, not free. They have free will, but I give them more freedom to explore um their creations and whatnot. Like my son is very much into gaming, but he's into arts as well. My
Mm-hmm.
daughter loves dance and music, and she's a drama queen. So I let them explore all these different ventures and whatnot without putting too much um, restrictions on them to be very rigid in those activities. So, okay, if you're going to do this, you're going to be the best at this.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to enjoy it.
Right.
Figure out if that's something you want. But I do also maintain certain boundaries.
Okay.
All right. So yes. So like I was saying, I have certain boundaries that I maintain within my household. Like there are certain things that you cannot do. It is not up for debate, discussion, or otherwise. Because I do, in the beginning of teaching certain rules, have a discussion to let them know this is why I have this rule in place. This is for whatever XYZ purpose or whatnot. And I need you to respect this boundary. Like, do not cross. This is a boundary for me. Do not cross this boundary. And for the most part, my kids respect those boundaries, except for the want to be clingy all up on mama all the time thing. I'm learning to just deal with it because children love to be up under their parents. There's nothing apparently I can do or say about that until it gets real awkward, like when they're teenagers, and then it's gonna be get the hell off of me. I don't. I mean, I love you, but go away.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I don't know. The kids are different. You know what I mean? They're a little bit different. They are invited to the cookout unless you're a bad.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say a bad child. I'm gonna say a disrespectful child.
Right. Right. Now, I will, and I will go toe to toe with my youngest about that. That be the thing I'll be having to reel back in, like, kid, what is your function? Because snap, I'm ready for you to, because we're gonna snap together. Chill out, little shorty. Like, it's the one thing that I have to deal with is that little Gemini temper. Oof.
I think all kids are gonna test you. All kids are gonna come with some kind of attitude.
Right. Because the oldest one does that, and you just don't want to talk at all. And I'll be like, oh, great, we're going to play the silent game. I was trying to get you to do that from the day one. But,
You
you
said,
chose to talk.
but the kids, like I said, the kids ain't really the issue. It's some skin folk, and then it's the other skin folk.
The other folks.
and for me, that
I don't for me, it's not, I don't have a problem with other skin folk at my cookout. Again, permitted that you please do not bring the aforementioned offensive food groups.
so it's just food that offends you with the skin folk.
No,
Like is that what it is?
the food is one of them. Food is
It
one
must be at
of
the
the
top of the
big ones.
list
It is
because
very much at the top of the list. You
you
will
have a
offend
weird
me with
list.
food.
You have a weird
Yes,
list, but go ahead.
yes. Food does offend me. It also it matters to me. Intent does matter to me. Um and intention to me is what's important because I have mixed race family members. I have of course the same like you said. I date outside my race. It does not bother me. Uh but I do have standards. See,
Forget,
agree to disagree.
forget.
We right.
Listen. No. Listen. I'm not gonna date outside my race. I just want to put that out there. That's just not my taste. And
Right.
again, love who you want to love. But just because you love who you want to love, that doesn't mean that they have to be invited to the fucking cookout. You understand what I'm saying? Like that doesn't mean that
They invited to my
that
cookout though.
no
That's
no
what I'm
no
saying.
no wait because see this is what I'm trying to explain to you. When they get invited to your cookout, right? You set this tone that it's okay for them to know and partake in certain things that they have no reason in partaking and knowing. So when they come over here to this cookout, they don't understand why the fuck they can't know everything that you done. They can't know more of some of the stuff that you fucking taught them. They don't need to know. That's what I mean by come to the cookout. Like they don't get that privilege. I'm sorry.
I understand, but see, that's what I'm saying. At my cookout, they are invited, not because I'm giving them any type of, as you say, privilege or knowledge of any sort. I like to learn because they like to talk.
Learn what? What the fuck can they tell me? what we need to know, they won't
I
tell us.
know.
So what the fuck can
No,
we
I
learn?
like to see it's all about observation. Sometimes, yes, sometimes it's good to observe people.
I
It is
observe
very
enough.
much
I've
so.
seen enough. I've seen it. I've seen enough.
But I like people for people. It does not bother me. Race
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
not
treat you like a human being. I'm gonna treat you as a human being, but um this type, my particular type of human being, as me treating you like my type of people human being, but sharing the type of, no, you don't know. Absolutely not. No.
I can't say
Mm-mm.
that I shared anything.
That's probably why I can't date outside my race. That's probably why. Like, I'm not saying that I just choose not to date outside my race. I'm not gonna put no other race down, okay, in that sense.
Right. No, it's
But
not. And I won't say that even if I didn't, even like if I were like you, if I chose not to date outside my race, it's not that that I have a grudge necessarily and or a hatred towards other races. It's just this is my preference. I love my people. But I love people for people. At this point in life, for me, I don't think I've ever had that okay, I won't date this race or I'm not interested in dating outside my race altogether. Like
I, I forgot my thought. What was you saying? What was you saying?
I said that I have no problem dating outside my race. Other races that it doesn't. I haven't had any issues with.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
It
I can't see. I just can't see myself doing that.
ain't good for. It's not for
It's
everybody.
not
It
for
is not.
everybody. I feel like for me, it's just for my ancestors. I'm gonna speak for my ancestors. It's like a slap in the face to my ancestors to do something like that. I just feel like, why would I do something like that? Why would I do something like that? So I can't.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Hey, it ain't for everybody.
You
And
know,
for
it's another
those,
thing I don't like.
what?
Men, my type of men, my skin folk men,
Uh,
that they start preaching this whole if I'm frozen, I'm sorry. But they start teaching, like, okay, say they start they're on their spiritual awakening.
hmm
But right before they woke up, right? They
Right.
um they was out there sowing their wild oats. And
Right.
they happened to have sowed their wild oats with a palm skin female.
Right.
Right. And they happened to have a baby with that palm skin female.
hmm
Right. But then you see them, they acknowledge the baby. But then you see them once they have awoken, it's always is my black sister this, my queen this, and this, that, and third, and that. But and and it's like, where was that energy? You get what I'm saying? Like, where was that?
So
Like,
you
because they're
gonna
like, oh, the
fault?
white man this and the white man's that.
So you gonna
Ain't you
fault
the
him for
ain't you the
for
same
finding a
motherfucker that
change
got
of
the white
heart?
baby? Like no
But
disrespect. But ain't you that same person?
so
Like,
you
like
fault him for having a change of heart? For no, you fault him for having had that first initial care to begin with. But you will not. You give him no penance with his change of heart.
hell no. Hell no. I got that because for me, no, no, you don't get a pass. Niggas like that don't get a pass with me. Like, they don't get a pass with me. Like you can't be like, you can't be hollering out. You can't holler out Black Power and then be like, you know what I'm saying? You over here with that. Like you can't do that. Like that's just how I feel. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
okay,
that's a slap, and like I feel like this, like what?
but you know, and
I
no,
don't
and I
get it.
know
I
plenty
don't
of
get it with the females either. I don't. I see a lot of celebrities that they stand in the march, you know, with Black Power and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
but you go home to Palm Skin.
right, it just makes me wonder. I'm just not gonna lie, like it makes me wonder. I'm sorry.
Oh, good grief. Oh God.
I know people in the community gonna be like, in the wellness community, like this bitch, like the people that watch, like this bitch, she be so, she say so many, so she say other shit in the because at the end of the day, that's not my community. That's my community, but that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. I can't just go in. I gotta be respectful, you know what I'm saying, of somebody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is how the fuck I really feel. And I feel like at some point I should be able to say how I feel. And I'm always gonna say that. You get what I'm saying? Like it's no love
what
lost.
our point of view is.
It's no love
Hello,
lost to my family, my wellness family, my wellness community family. No love lost. But this is how I feel. Like I still love each and every one of y'all. But this is exactly how.
Just all of y'all is just not invited to her cookout.
No. Again, anybody of this is invited. Cause I could deal with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting on my nerves too much, I could fucking leave. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna get on my nerves too fucking bad. Like I could fucking leave. But if you this and you getting on my motherfucking nerves, I might turn that bitch out. Like you're gonna get a different response from me. I promise you. It's a different response.
It's for your safety and theirs.
Yeah, because I don't want to fight my family. Like that's where I'm gonna bring the peace. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a difference. See, you trying to bring the rockets to your damn family and then leave it.
No. I don't want no ruckus with my family. I be trying to be peaceful with them motherfuckers. Those be the ones I be trying to be peaceful with.
Girl.
That's where I be trying to apply the peace, you know, just so we can just.
They a problem, but they ain't the big problem. You worried about pimples when somebody got psoriasis somewhere. Like you doing them up.
Look here. I don't be want to deal with the elder folks. I'm cool with my generation.
How you ever gonna learn if you only want to deal with your generation?
No, some of my elders I'm cool with. Others I be like, must you sound so bigoted though? Is it necessary?
What do you mean bigoted? Bigoty? What do you mean?
Because we have a couple of transgenders and LGBTQ members, and not everybody agrees with that. So if you were born a woman and you're transgendering to male, it's a problem. I was like,
what do you mean by a problem? Because I want to be able to address it.
I mean, like it is legitimately have been thrown into individuals' face that, you know, this is what you were born and this all I'm gonna see you as.
You have to respect that.
But
here's the thing
no. Respectfully, I can understand respectfully. Here's the difference between being respectful and saying, you know, this is my opinion. You know, this is how I'm gonna see it, versus you being belligerently loud as fuck, rude as shit to somebody who all they said was, "Hey, Unc, damn, what is your problem?" Oh, so you think you a man now? You think you're a man now? Whoa, where is the hostility? All I said was hi. Why must we now be hostile?
That scenario doesn't call for someone being hostile, but looking at it for what it is, like um like broadening the scenario a little bit, because I know that in a sense a lot, older folks are a little more not open-minded to it,
Right.
and that community tends to get frustrated when someone isn't open-minded to the choices that they've chosen, right? But then you got to look at it from the supposedly closed-minded individual,
Mm-hmm.
and they may be looking at it as, you're not open-minded either, you're not respecting my wishes either, you're not respecting me either. Because it seems as though, like, for me, being a heterosexual woman, I can only speak about me,
Right.
how I feel and how I see, how I perceive it to be. And I honestly and truly believe that most of the time it be the other side that's very hostile, that's forcing people to believe certain things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own beliefs. Everyone has that freedom to love who they want to love and how they want
All
to
right.
love and all that good stuff. But it's like, as soon as someone that may be straight be like, nah, I don't agree with that, that side automatically feels like they're on the attack. You get what I'm saying? And it's not so much that they're on the attack, they just don't get down like that. That's like the push for acceptance is like ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, at the end of the day, you're going to go past my boundaries to make me accept something that I choose not to accept. Like, y'all have to see it that way. Where it's like it's being forced on us for the choices that y'all make. Do you understand what I'm
All
saying?
right. I understand, but here's the thing. I'm not speaking about those that are being forced. I'm speaking about the opposite, those who are just not even asking you to acknowledge anything. Like I said, it's just a hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
I
I get, and that's,
really,
like I said, in that
yeah,
sense, yeah, you're not going to change that. Like that, at the end of the day, you can't you can't do nothing about that type of ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
right.
and you
But I'm
can't.
just saying, acknowledge where and acknowledgement is needed. Like I understand the broader scope and everything, but that's the one thing I don't like is when we're speaking on a more secluded scope of a situation, and then for those that aren't a part of the community or don't vibe or connect with the situation,
Mhm.
they want to kind of make it a broader situation. Like I get, like there are people that just want you to accept them. Love,
Mhm.
let me show my love proudly, regardless of whether you comfortable with seeing it or not. Like I understand, and I be like that way too. Like, is it necessary for you to be so rah rah? If people say so,
Mhm.
but I'm not speaking about those people. I'm speaking about those quieter of us who just be like, I ain't trying to rub it in your face. That's why I don't even bring it up. Like, but
Mhm.
you keep bringing it up every time I come around. I didn't even say nothing. Like, I legit still look the same. I ain't never had titties because I've always been flat chested. Like, there's very little of me that's changed. My voice still sounds the same. Like, I'm not even bringing the situation up,
Mhm.
but every time I come in the vicinity, it's hostility. I don't want to give up my love of my family and not come around, as you say, come to the cookout but it's hostile. Like I don't want to
Then
be
that,
every time I
in
come
that event,
around.
in that case, then yeah, you eliminate yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you know
Right,
that particular person is going to be around, and you know it's always going to be a problem, regardless of whether you try to avoid the situation. Then yeah, you remove yourself from that situation. Um, but for me, like I said, on the outside looking in, I can't just look at it in that way. You understand what I'm saying? Like I hear
right,
you, and if it's just one specific person that's like that, then you deal with that person, one on one. But when
right.
you're looking at it as a whole, like for me on the outside looking in, and me, you know what I'm saying? Like me being the heterosexual, I'm just telling you how it comes off to me. You
Right.
get what
Like
I'm
I
saying?
know there are plenty of family members that think the same way, but they aren't so blatant with it. I can deal with you. It ain't for me. I don't understand the lifestyle.
But
Okay,
but that's
I'm
my
not gonna
argument.
rub it.
But that's
No,
my
that's what I'm saying.
argument.
Those people I understand. Those people I can deal with because I'm not, first of all, about to rub it in your face. Like my private life is just that. It's my private life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for public consumption. It's
But if
private
that's
for
the
me
this
to
is what.
leave it.
Hold on. But with that being said, and forgive me, I'm gonna ask for your forgiveness beforehand. If it's all, let us live in peace, let us be who we are, be who you are, right? But
Right,
when you start putting it out there, don't say that you want it, you don't, like, I don't, like, not saying you in particular, but there are people like,
right,
oh, I just want to I want to be able to live like everyone else. Nobody will fucking know, not to be funny, if you were gay or not, if you didn't put it out there. You get what I'm saying?
right.
You want like, I'm not saying to be to act like who I don't even know how to explain this, but it's the whole
Right.
it's the whole thing of, if
I
you putting it out
understand.
there like that, you can't.
Right. Now,
How do you
I understand those who, like you said, they're putting it out there because they want the whole world to accept it, versus those of us like I'm just in my trying to find community. Like
mm-hmm,
I'm out there for community,
mm-hmm,
not for the whole world to see.
mm-hmm.
So again, like these are the apples and oranges of it. Not all of us are the same.
Right,
So
but
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lump everybody in the same category. There are family members that they got tendencies and things about them that irk my nerves, but that's just because I'm me. I'm
so
not
let me
about to
ask you
hold
this.
it against you.
Let me ask you this,
Right,
because I do notice that, like, when you speak of issues, you more speak
right,
of the issues of your family. Like that's pretty much what it is for you. Like it's the family, that the family unit that you feel for you is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I noticed that, you
right.
speak more so like on from a family's point of view.
Yes, for me, it's mostly from a family's point of view because I everything for me has been family my entire life. Like it's always been the family has always been close.
But if you don't get that
And
acceptance from your family, then what?
oh no, and see that's why I build my own communities outside of family. And when I'm talking, and that's why I come in with the joking side of who's not invited to the cookout via the food
Mm-hmm.
because my family, all my family is not invited. There are certain family members who will talk shit and be like, I'm still gonna show up with my motherfucking uh, uh pineapple and shit and pecan pie. Ooh, and that's another one.
But why?
Sorry.
Why? My
They
hold
gonna
on,
still show
because
up, but those are my people, and those are the people that doesn't bother me. You know, I have learned I've learned the difference of what's people who I'm just pushing away because I'm just irritated because it's just me. It's a
mm-hmm.
me thing versus these people are actual problems. And I've learned who the actual problem people are. And I've learned to just get the fuck out of my own space because it is what it is. It ain't my world all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to let other people in. I get that, and I let my versatile folks in. It still makes me cringe at times because I'm learning to be more accepting. It's not a
So you're learning
immediate
to be more
thing.
accepting of your family, not the rest of the world.
The rest of the world, I'm slowly taking in. I have trickles, baby, trickles. I am not a waterfall or rushing river. I need trickles. I have new people, actually outside people in my life, and
Mm-hmm.
I have old outside people in my life,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have a problem with them. So I don't have anything to say about
But
them.
see, but that's where, like, see, this is where it's like, wait a minute, it's no, like, what planet are you living on? Like that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't have a
No, but
problem with my outside people as of right now.
who do you consider your outside people? Cause I'm concerned. Like, I'm being honest. Cause it's just like you.
My outside people are not my kinfolk or my blood folks.
Mm-hmm.
Because my relatives and my blood kin are different people, but those are the folks that I'm usually talking about when I'm giving my little analogies and examples and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my outside folk, my friends, the folks, the family members that I choose, the friends and whatnot that I have,
Mm-hmm.
those are my outside folks. I ain't got no problems with any of y'all so far.
Yeah, but I'm
I
saying,
don't
okay,
know.
so you coming from more of a closer union with you and the people that you affiliate yourself with. And for
Right.
me, I'm coming from a totally like as you can see, our points of view are on two different sides of the scale. Like,
Spectrum.
cause
Right.
she
Yes.
is so on family, trying to control this family that she definitely ain't got no control of. And I'm over
No,
here,
I don't.
and I'm over here trying to control the outside world. Like, fuck, like family. I deal with family. Like we got time with the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, in order for me to deal with my family, I got to deal with them behind me. You know what I'm saying? First, and because I can't do shit. I can't, because family is always gonna be like, well, they always gonna have an excuse as to why the outside, like, they're gonna blame the outside anyway. You understand what I'm saying? They, like, for me, like, that's just how I feel. They're gonna blame the outside anyway for why they acting the way they act. So in order for me to address my family, I'm gonna have to address the outside. You understand? So technically the outside did do something to me. Not saying like my friends and family or whatever the case may be, but more so um the people that I don't deal with on a regular basis, but still have a very major role to play in my life. Like people that
Right.
I've never seen or may never meet before. That's the stance I want to take. That's what I want to address. You know, on my end, like that's the side that I'm on. I want to, like, my barbecue. Like, at the end of the day, my family's invited. You know what I'm saying? I deal with them however I deal with them, but the enemy
Right.
is not invited. Like, at the end of the day, who I consider the enemy will never be invited. You understand? If the enemy happened to show up, best believe the enemy will never know my next move. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta deal with your family like that too. But like, for me, my mother always told me to fight to be the living one and not the dead one. So I'm just telling you that I, like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go hard for what I believe in. I'm gonna go hard to not be the dead one, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know, so like I said, we both on two different spectrums. You trying to figure family out, and I'm trying to figure out
The
outside of this
outside
house.
world.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because child, I could care less Who the fuck came with a sweet potato pie? I'm being honest with some chitlins. I'm just not gonna eat them. Even if it's my function. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, you worried about pimples when somebody over here got eczema. Like you doing the most.
look here. I understand. But for me, I worry about the outside people, but in a different way. Like I said, if my outside people views are not the same as my inside people views, because I want my community to have a functioning uh rotation about it. And functioning does not mean I like I said, I'm learning. And functioning does not mean that there is not any discord. It just means we're still able to make this shit work at the end of the day.
Right. But
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You take the good with the bad.
Right. But that's family. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it doesn't bother me as much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we speak of the barbecue and who's invited, family doesn't bother me as much. Again, as I stated, as the enemy.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna just label the enemy. Like, I'm sorry, that's the only way I can say that. But
that's the only way you see it.
Right. That's the only way I see it. That's the only way. And again, the ones that don't want to be considered an enemy, even though you may be like, oh no, I'm on your side. And you know, for me, it's like, be on my side over there. Talk to them, don't talk to me. And that's how we can fix this thing. Well, you don't need to march with me. You need to go over there and deal with your house while I deal with mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in closing, okay.
Right.
What are your last thoughts? What would you like to say?
So, like I said, I find peace in different ways, and who's invited to my cookout isn't necessarily for me about the outside world. It's about my inner circle. It's about my family, my loved ones for me. So I care about who's invited as far as that aspect in food. Yes, because I'm an eater and I'm a motherfucking give a damn about my food.
Girl. And my last word on who's invited to the cookout. My family's invited to the cookout. We're going to deal with you because, you know, we got an Uncle Joe in every fucking family. And at the end of the day, it is, what it is when it comes to Uncle Joe and Aunt Pat. So it is what it is. So they not my issue. You know, we're gonna deal with them accordingly. We already know Uncle Joe gonna come drunk, piss on himself, fall out, cuss.
Oh my God.
And we all know Aunt Pat, she gonna do the same. You know what I'm saying? It is what the fuck it is. We know they're gonna talk shit or whatever the case may be, but let some shit go down, they still got your back. So I'm not really worried about the family and like my skin folk, you know, whoever who's coming to the party, unless you steal. If you steal, you can't come.
No kleptos.
No kleptos. For me, my uninvites are the people that are not the hue that I am, the shades that I am, the shades that my people come from. Like, you're not invited to the cookout. And if you happen again to show up, just know that from me, you won't be getting any insight on any secrets. Point blank simple. So thank you for listening.
All right. And next week we're discussing the Holocaust victims and the slavery ancestors and how they are remembered.
Oh yeah. I can't wait because I got to hear your point of view on this because this one right here, the cookout took me. So I just can't wait. So thank you guys so much for listening to Pisces Point of View. Make sure you hit like and subscribe.
Enjoy. Y'all have a good night.
And thank you and good night.